Hello, good evening to everyone on YouTube. Um, since last year, right, I've been learning to play the ukulele, unfortunately, which I enjoy playing. Right, it gives me something to learn, and I love it. I love playing it really. Right, it's like like you have find people in this world right playing, the guitar or a violin or the any form of music which I don't know very much, know the names of them right. I recognise what they are, but I don't know what the names of them, what they're called. And so the story is right. Is quite recently, right? After a long break, right last year, right when I was doing some like tie dye and that, right, and so I was at my garden as well, which I was a bit busy with. So I have been learning some new songs, right? I want to do new songs, right, to me to learn, but they're not really, new songs generally speaking, right? If you get my drift. So those songs are right now, right? Well, quite recently, I've done one called "You Are My Sunshine," right? There were maybe variations, right? Versions of the song, right? There's one song by the famous Johnny Cash, right? I think if I'm correct, and many others who do other versions of it as well. So I've been in that song quite recently. So and I've done a new one, right, which is a soundtrack, right, from the film Kung Fu Panda 3, right, and it's called Uguay's Ascent, right, and I've been watching, right, how, on YouTube how to play that track myself, and since I now know how to play it, so which I'm gonna play very shortly, right, once I finish talking. And also, I've done one called, which I learnt last year, called Pink Panther. I think that might be Eastwood Clouseau who played the character with Pink Panther, I think it was. And some of those, right, I can't remember right now, but they're the first two that I know. That's right, there's one called Rohan, right, if that's how you pronounce it, right, it's from the film Lord of the Rings. And I know the beginning of the song, but I don't know the rest of it right now, just yet, really, to be honest. So I'm gonna play the one which I mentioned, right, it's called Uguay's Ascent, right. It's the part where it's where Master Shifu talks to Uguay, for asking for help in that, right, and explaining about the we call it the Dragon Warrior. And he said that he needed help on that trial about control and that trial about planting seeds and on the ground from it. He said he wanted a peach and I'll pull on an orange, it'll always become a peach and that. And after that tried, and then he goes off, then he said it's time for him to go. So he gives him the stick, right, we call it the right, and then he goes, and that's about it really. And then in the background you played that song, right, called Uguay's Ascent. So which I can play, right, but there are other ones, right, originally, right, it's been played by some called Zan Williams, or I'm not too sure now anyway, but it was played for the film Kung Fu Panda. It's been played on a violin by quite a few people, or numerous of people really, and also it's been played on the music instrument, right? I think it was a Chinese music instrument. I don't know the name of it. It looks like a guitar, but it's like really thin, but it has like a top, so you play it at the bottom with it. So it's between a violin and we call it, right, but it has one of those stick things. So it's like that. It's really thin, but it's one of those Chinese ones.
It like
so
what bloke plays like a violin player?
yes, it's like that, but it's different. So it's well, I can say it's a Chinese music, right? But once I find out the name of it, right, I'll let you know, right? So here we go. So this is it now. So that was played by that's called Ukulele Ascend. You can find the clip on YouTube, right, from the film, right? And the other one is called Pink Panther. It's a really awesome, right? But it's very well known because it's so on. So that's called the Pink Panther, to be honest. So they're the first two, right? But and also, right, one last one is called Rohan. It's a theme song, right? I don't know the whole your theme tune just yet, right? But I'm learning to play it anyway. There is more to that, right? But it's something I need to learn still. So that's for tonight. If you're interested, if you would like to request a song for me to learn, I'll be able to learn it, but take time. But when I say time, about I don't know how long for, to be honest. But I'll learn playing it. But the more I try, some chords you have to, like, a lot of the songs you can learn, right? You have to, like, really stretch your fingers. Like, there's a few songs from Queen, like Bohemian Rhapsody. I think you have to really stretch your fingers on that one as well, and some others as well, because there are that many songs of to learn. So I will say good night, and I will catch you all tomorrow. So bye.